Look down at a cracked sidewalk or a dusty roadside, and you are likely to find common yarrow. It thrives in the most disturbed environments on the planet, growing where other vegetation fails. It has these delicate, fern-like leaves, but we rarely treat it with respect. In modern landscape management, it is a nuisance weed, something to be sprayed with herbicide or trampled without a second thought. Yet the same resilience that allows it to survive the pavement comes from a biological toolkit this humans have relied on for millennia. 50,000 years ago, in the Shanidar cave of modern-day Iraq, Neanderthals were utilizing this plant, placing it in the graves of their dead. In ancient Greece, mythology recorded the hero Achilles using crushed yarrow to halt the bleeding of his soldiers on the battlefields of Troy. Across the Atlantic, the Navajo independently identified the same value, categorizing yarrow as a sacred life medicine, essential to their healing ceremonies. By the 19th century, it was standard issue in Civil War medical kits, carried by soldiers who knew it by the practical name soldier's woundwort. These civilizations identified the same biological mechanisms without ever coming into contact with one another. How did isolated cultures identify these specific effects, and how does that influence scale from a human wound to the entire biosphere? The most immediate application of yarrow throughout history has been in trauma. When a soldier was bleeding heavily, a poultice of crushed yarrow was pressed into the cut to force the wound to clot. This effectiveness is driven by the alkaloid achillea. Entering blood plasma, it binds to platelets, forcing a clot in seconds. Simultaneously, astringent tannins cause the surrounding tissue to contract, clamping the wound shut to reinforce the clot. This evolutionary mechanism provided ancient healers with a reliable biological tool for emergencies, a plant that directly manipulates human blood chemistry to halt a hemorrhage. Beyond the skin, yarrow acts on the body's internal systems. Practitioners have long used it to break high fevers, calm digestive spasms, and address systemic infections. These leaves are packed with volatile essential oils. When released, these oils operate internally as antimicrobials, targeting and neutralizing harmful bacteria. Within those oils is a compound called chemazoline. In the body, chemazoline serves as a rapid anti-inflammatory, cooling internal heat and relaxing spasming tissues. While many modern pharmaceuticals rely on a single molecule to hit one specific biological target, yarrow provides a complex array of distinct compounds that simultaneously soothe inflammation, kill bacteria, and relax muscle tissue. It functions as a naturally occurring polypharmacy, with every required chemical engineered into the structure of a single leaf. This healing capacity extends from the human body to the landscape. Yarrow acts as a first responder for the earth, taking root in nutrient-depleted soil where other vegetation fails. Botanists call yarrow a dynamic accumulator. Its deep taproots bypass shallow topsoil, mining underground layers for minerals like sulfur and potassium. Serving as a nutrient elevator, it pulls these minerals into its leaves, which eventually decompose, depositing enriched topsoil for the ecosystem. Above ground, its oils repel destructive pests, while its flowers provide a landing pad for the beneficial pollinators that sustain the field. By stabilizing the soil and cycling critical minerals, yarrow acts as a biological bandage, providing the foundation an ecosystem needs to heal itself. The observations of antiquity and the laboratory data of the present converge on the same evidence. Both confirm the exact same physical properties. When ancient healers used yarrow to ward off spirits in a sick room or to restore a field, they were utilizing encoded protocols for antimicrobial cleansing and soil remediation that we can now measure in a lab. This traditional ecological knowledge represents an advanced observational science, refined over thousands of years to steward the most effective biological tools in the landscape. For most of our history, our relationship with this plant was built on reciprocity. We respected its utility, and in return, it provided a primary means of survival. The next time you see yarrow reclaiming a patch of ruined dirt or a crack in the pavement, look past the label of weed. Understanding yarrow forces us to recognize nature as an active, intelligent agent of repair, quietly working to heal the land exactly as it has healed us for 50,000 years.